Hi friends, I'm Sincerely Unique and I am back with more Genshin Impact 3.5 Windblume. We need to get going. I literally just woke up like 10 minutes ago and I was like, oh shoot, I need to get this recorded before I stream today. So here we are. It is time for day 2 of Windblume in North America here. I think it literally just started like 30 minutes ago. So we are here. And we need to do what now? For the event. We need to... Price comparison? Really? Oh, no, that I see what went wrong. Also, a bunch more mini games opened. Let me clear these out because these exclamation marks... I don't know about y'all, but these exclamation marks make me very, very angry. Like, I have to get all of these cleared out or it just makes me really mad. Alright, let's read this. Even though the clues are few and vague, you and Sucrose continue to work on uncovering the mystery behind the prophecy. I need to get my butt back to Mondstadt. I was over in Sumeru because if you saw my YouTube shorts, I went around and looked for everybody. And I mean everybody after day 1 to go talk to them all. And now I need to change it to the appointed time, which is 1800. There we go. Look at Inazuma in the background. I hope we can see Fontaine in the background one day. Do. Hello? Oh my gosh, I'm dumber than a sack of bricks. You have to change it to this. This is so much waiting. What the heck? I apologize for the delayed start. I forgot that events always make you do this where they're like, wait until 2 days later. It's probably because they assume that you're gonna do this all at once. So they want you to actually wait 2 in-game days. And I thought they meant that we're gonna wait 2 IRL days, but I'm dummy. Today's the day. Yeah, Sucrose is all the way over here. Can we read her mind? Can we read her mind?
I see everything.
No. Don't look at the fact that my Nahida's level 40.
Sucrose, we're here!
Hi, Sucrose.
Oh, Traveler, Paimon.
Oh, shoot. You know what I forgot? I forgot about Tanati.
Kale just passed by a
God
moment
dang
ago.
it.
She said she had some things to sort out at the end where she's
It's
staying.
it's okay.
She'll meet up with
They
us
can be
when she's
busy
done.
for today. They can be busy.
Apparently, Tighnari and Cyno both went out, but she stayed behind because she wanted to help us.
Well, I appreciate that, and I hope that they're out of the event for the rest of the event. How's the progress been on your end?
Not too bad. After reviewing it again with fresh eyes, I came up with a new theory which seems to hold some water. I'll attempt to explain it as simply as I can. I believe that each of the 4 things in the prophecy refers to a different field of knowledge. So, in a way, the prophecy is a test of the reader's intelligence. But it's unlikely for any one person to have expertise in all these different areas. So I suggest that we seek out one expert from each and get their opinion. Also, in 2 out of the 4 areas, the prophecy seems to want us to find specific people.
People?
It may even turn out that the people themselves are the answers.
Who would these people be then?
So it sounds like we should put our heads together and list out the people who can help us.
Oh my gosh, I'm not big-brained enough for
I
this.
think we can go through each riddle in turn and generate 4 groups of names to match the 4 questions.
I guess that makes sense.
Alright, then let's start from group 1. The first riddle was a flower that is not
Well,
just
shouldn't
a squirrel.
Albedo? Isn't Albedo's skill a
I
flower?
would still go with Albedo for this one. Alchemy is the most likely to have to do with otherworldly things, and he is by far
Well,
the
isn't
leading expert
Albedo's
in this
E
regard.
literally a flower? You'd count as an expert too, you know.
Exactly! You're the creator of the Tetratanic sweet flower.
Oh, I forgot Sucrose literally made that at the beginning of the first day.
You really think so?
Oh, but what about Tighnari? He's a forest watcher and knows all about plants. If it's a flower we're looking for, maybe he's
the man for the job.
All right, I'll add him to the list as well. On to group 2. This subject is a guide who will never get lost.
Amber?
That's kind of abstract.
That would be Amber. She can see stuff from super far away.
Wait, but they have to be able to guide others too. So it's not quite as simple as that.
Mona?
Oh, you mean Mona? Yeah, she definitely count.
I guess.
Mona. Yes, she certainly seems very confident. And she can use her astrology to guide people.
Would Bennett count?
Why would Bennett count? If anything, he would get everyone, including himself, lost.
Well, his luck's so bad that as long as you go in the opposite direction from him, you'll always be going
Oh
the
my
right way.
god, Paimon, that's so mean.
I see. I suppose I can't argue with that.
Sucrose is like, well,
Add him to the list. Finding everyone won't take long, so one extra person won't
I
hurt.
still think that should have been Amber as the second person.
I know. Would Outrider Amber
I
be a valid candidate
yes,
for this category as
Sucrose.
well?
Yeah, she would. She's
If
got great
anybody's
sense
gonna
of
do it, it's
direction after all.
Amber.
As a matter of fact, when the Traveler and Paimon first came to Mondstadt, she was actually the one who gave us directions.
Yes.
Yes.
She's certainly a good guide.
Is there anyone else?
Let me think. Yes. I believe there may be one more. Albedo once made a set of equipment for Mika from the reconnaissance company.
Oh,
surveyor.
I
An
forgot Mika was even
exceptional
here. I posted a YouTube short. Apparently, Cyno and Mika were running around Storm Terror's lair. Cyno was trying to get a picture of Storm Terror for a TCG card.
He's even instructed others in the discipline of surveying before. So, in my view, he's highly
Yeah, I am
unlikely to
highly
lose his way, and would be
anticipating
very
Mika
good
to.
at helping others
Oh wait, no,
find
Mika's
gifts.
literally a playable character this patch, right? He's supposed to be on Ayaka and I forgot. I keep forgetting who the other character is, but they're supposed to be getting Mika on their banners.
Wait.
Losing my mind. I can't
Chloe
even
should
speak.
have been here by now. Wonder what's taking her so long. Sorry. Could we continue our chat somewhere else?
Sure.
Oh, you wanna go see how she's doing, right? Sure, let's all go.
Windblume Festival Act 2 of Riddle amidst the crowds, and apparently I can't even speak. Also, we're gonna move my webcam. We're doing some live editing because I got some feedback in the previous video to move myself, like up here, because I was blocking the subtitles during the freaking oh my god, me and this giant webcam. When I switched over to Japanese. Also, unfortunately, I have no guide as to what to look out for, when to look out for, and when to switch the game to Japanese. So I'm gonna try to play it by ear, but I'm just gonna warn everyone right now. I'm probably not gonna be able to switch to Japanese for consistently for these scenes coming up here. So I am sorry. I was tempted to do some voice acting for myself, but my voice is not ready. Is not prepared. I did not prepare my voice well enough to do some reading today. Hello, Calais.
Hi, Calais. Hope we're not intruding or anything.
Speaking of my voice,
Is
let me drink some
everything okay?
orange juice.
Sucrose, I was preparing some stuff.
Some stuff.
Is it time already?
Oh, I see where I need to
Oh,
lower
no.
myself.
I'm sorry.
Calais seems to be wrapping gifts, and she's frantically trying to hide. I wonder what they're for.
worry.
Are they for
The traveler and I
for
only just met up.
Sucrose? Ah, look
We
at
were
that.
just worried that you might get lost along the way, so we thought that we'd come get you.
Thank you. I'm ready to join you now.
The way I'm absolutely losing my mind trying to line
How's
this
that
up.
thing going?
There. Sucrose tells Calais about the 4 riddles and results of your discussion.
So let's pick up where we left off.
Trying so hard not to block anything.
Next up is the third line. One who would never lie.
Deluxe?
Spring to mind?
I don't know. Deluxe hiding stuff, but I guess he wouldn't lie to me, of all people. In case y'all didn't know,
Seems like it would be pretty difficult for
Deluxe,
someone in his
I have had
position to
Deluxe
avoid
since
having to lie.
1.1 back in Dragon's Fight. He is one of my faves, really. His secret alter ego, the Dark Knight hero. You must have to deny it if anyone asks.
He's the cavalry captain.
No,
a rather popular
no.
figure, but-
I wouldn't trust Kaya with anything. I mean, he told us some truth during the Archon quest recently, but
You think there's something fishy about him too, huh?
yeah, he's
Yeah,
definitely a
he's
sneaky
definitely a
one.
sneaky one. Bet he lies all the time. I can't help but agree with you there. there's the tone-deaf bard. But on second thought, he wouldn't qualify either. He talks way too much nonsense.
He does.
Is there anyone else we're missing?
Acting Grandmaster Jean? She has a good name in that regard. But from what I know, she sometimes covers up the truth out of concern for those around her. For example, when Lisa loses track of time in the library and misses her patrol shift, Jean will come up with some excuse.
Oh, that's
Like,
right.
Lisa's ill today. Also, she sometimes makes
Lesbian
up stories to get
activity.
Prue to behave. Like the one about the big monster that comes to catch naughty kids who don't go to bed on time. Do you think that rules her out?
White lies are still lies, but do we really have to reject her because of some harmless fibs? It's not like she had evil intentions.
Yeah, but she lies, but as a good thing. This prophecy seems very strict.
No, we're the ones being strict.
Rosaria doesn't strike me as the type of person to lie.
You're right, honestly. Rosaria, out of anybody who keeps it real around here, it is Rosaria. The girl will be honest with you and be very blunt with you.
Kale, you probably haven't met her yet, have you? She's a
Wait,
sister
why
from
wouldn't
the
we
church
ask
who looks-
Barbara? Wouldn't Barbara actually
scary,
unironically be
not
someone
very
who doesn't
sociable.
lie either? I haven't done her hangout event, so I wouldn't know if Barbara's much of a liar. What gives you that impression?
She stopped by the alchemy bench once, a long time ago.
Oh, this was during the first Dragon Spine event.
I thought maybe she was trying to find him for work or something. But when I asked, she just said that she was curious about him because he was so intelligent and wanted to talk to his
Yeah,
assistant to
Rosaria was
find out what
following
he
him
was like.
around actually during the first Dragon Spine event.
A lot of people might have given a more tactful justification, but I could see in her face that she wasn't trying to hide anything. She was just very direct and straightforward. That's why I don't think of her as the lying type.
Rosaria doesn't look like the sort of person you'd want to get into a fight with.
Yeah.
Maybe she just fights her way out of situations that some people might lie to get out of.
Yeah, she's trustworthy.
definitely
Well, I'm
see
still
that.
so confused why wouldn't even
I
ask
also heard the other
Barbara.
sisters say that
Or actually
Rosaria doesn't
Mona.
make excuses when she skips choir.
There's also Mona
just
herself, but
doesn't
I guess
show up.
since she's already shoved into group 1, I would think Mona also because she's burdened. She's burdened with always knowing the truth.
She's a tough cookie, huh? Let's put her name down.
In that case, I think Cyno fits in this list too.
Yeah, even though Cyno took part of a giant lie to help us, you know, save Sumeru.
True. Lying's probably more trouble than it's worth for someone like him.
Kind of like
Kinda
Rosaria.
Oh, and Paimon
Gosh,
also
imagine
knows
Rosaria and
that
Cyno in a
he
room
can
together.
lie to save his
Rosaria
life.
would just slap him in the face every time he makes a joke.
I've also got someone else
Oh,
in
I guess a
mind.
razor. Wait, what am I saying?
She's a very honest person.
It would have to be Noelle.
she'd tell a
Noelle's
lie.
so sweet. She would not lie.
Wait, there's one more person. You know,
Huffman?
longstanding
Not
staffer
Huffman.
at the alchemy bench.
Oh my gosh, Timaeus.
You mean Timaeus?
I'm getting people's names mixed up. Yes, it's
Yes,
definitely.
him. Truth be told,
He's been lost
he's been love-struck
with
recently.
Yinger.
He swore that he wouldn't say a dishonest word or slack off until he succeeds in getting the woman he loves.
Oh my gosh.
Timaeus has a crush?
On Yinger?
Yes, that's right.
Well, who is it? Do you know her?
I've never met her. All I know is that she's from Levy.
I knew it. It's
Timaeus says that she's
definitely.
fun, has a
It's
great
definitely
personality,
Yinger.
and is very,
People
very
were
good
shipping
looking.
those two really hardcore. All great qualities, but it says nothing about her identity.
Since we're on the topic, helping Timaeus win the lady of his dreams was also one of my goals for this Windblume festival.
Aw, that's so
How
sweet of
can
you,
we help with
Sucrose.
that?
I don't know. Make sure he uses nice paper and a fancy envelope when he sends letters to her. Help him pick a nice gift and wrap it properly. That sort of thing.
That's sweet,
Yeah,
Sucrose.
I had the same situation once in the Infinite
excuse me.
Forest. I helped another forest ranger out by delivering a love letter to the coworker she likes.
Oh, look
Yeah,
at y'all
that
playing
sort of thing,
Cupid.
exactly. Oh, also, I helped him with some of the groundwork for one of his research projects. He must have appreciated it, because he gave me a refrigeration device that he's been developing as a thank you gift.
Oh, that's sweet. I mean,
It looks nice.
a mini fridge?
Sounds like a no.
Alright, guess we'll put Loverboy down on the list then.
Okay, so last of all, we have a legend that never ends. Anyone come to mind for this particular
That's
one?
me! It's me!
A librarian understands books best, and aren't most legends written down somewhere?
Not necessarily. Some legends are only things that you see and know.
When I think about legends, fairy tales
That's
and picture
me!
books come to mind.
It is I, the traveler!
Hi! She read a lot of fairy tales when Tainari was teaching her to read.
Oh, do I count?
Of course you do. I'll put you on the list.
Are you eligible for this one, Sucrose?
I prefer to read things like an illustrated
Oh, she just
analysis
reads
about chemical
science
substances and their
books.
uses, the fascinating principles of crafting, and hypotheses of life.
Point taken.
Point taken.
Paimon didn't quite understand any of those.
Klee might be a good choice. Her mother, Alice, is a renowned traveling author.
Oh my gosh, I need an Alice space reveal. Where?
Alright then, Klee makes the short list.
He does make the short
Well,
list.
That should just about do it.
But yeah, literally people have been
Next up,
begging for years now
we
to
should go
finally
and
see
ask the people
Varka
on
and
the list
Alice
about
in
the
game.
Do we have to ask absolutely everyone on the list? It seems like a lot of people.
It is. So, I was thinking that perhaps we should split up. That might make our search more effective.
Okie dokie.
Also, I've thought of a method of gathering feedback.
Sucrose shares her idea with everyone.
No problem, we can do that.
You and the Traveler are practically joined at the hip, so you two can go together. I'll pair up with Kale.
Capable Kale and sensible Sucrose. Sounds like a winning combination.
Okay,
Yeah.
I promise I'll help.
Capable Kale.
I
Aww.
got this.
You do got
Rest assured
this.
that the
Little
unbeatable
Kale flower.
Traveler and Grandma will do our part too. Off we go.
Off we go. There's something that actually reminds me of. I'm so sorry, y'all. Apparently, there was a joke made while the game was in Japanese
I plan on starting
about
from the person with the most
cauliflower
defined stronghold.
that I missed
So let's
because
go to
I
the
was
library.
listening to it all in Japanese. So they obviously can't make the same joke in Japanese. Cauliflower. Get it? It's so good.
Stronghold. That's an, interesting word to use.
Maybe den? No, that's even worse.
How about layer?
Okay, so if anybody else would like to know, I am gonna be switching the game to Japanese now because I am aware that this is where oh god, there we go. Some language settings will only be applied after it restarts. That's fine. I'm pretty sure I just have to switch to Japanese like this and it'll work. But yeah, if you want to switch to the language from English, now is the time. Lisa's lair.
なんだか私間違った単語でスクロースを引っ張ってきちゃった気がするんだけど
Oh. No, don't say it like that. It is her lair.
あれ
It is literally her lair. She's always here. Look at these short kings. They're so short.
スクロースにこれどうして君たちがここに
Hello, Albedo.
やっと来れたの
Okay, he's making a pun again. Let me actually read this out so I understand what he's saying. I can only sucrose that they were calaying on somebody. I don't even know what he's saying anymore. What is calaying? At Lisa. At Lisa, that's far as I know. Oh my gosh. I hate that. I kind of the saddest part about doing all these cutscenes in Japanese is again the puns and hearing Sai. I forgot his actual name. I know he's Saibu VTuber, but I forgot his actual name.
もう頼むからさ
Tanadi's so
そういうダジャ
disappointed.
レとか寒いジョークはやめてよ異国でダジャレキングにでもなるつもり
あれリサさんはいないの？
驚いたかい彼女は外出中なんだ今は資料を調べている僕たちしかここにいない
俺は違うがな。俺は資料を調べてるわけじゃない。ただ、先輩を探しに来て当てが外れただけだ。
Oh, you recognize her from academia, even though she quit years ago.
リサさんってセロさんの先輩だったんだ。
ああ。彼女がスメールで指示していた先生は、
Spanta mod students.
俺たちはスロー
Ah.
派の学生なんだ。
なるほど。って違う。今日は聞きたいこと
We
が
heard
あ
a
った
little
んだ
bit
けど
about Spanta mod during the Lisa event.
コレイさんと一緒にある予言を研究しているんだけど、皆さんの意見が聞きたいんだ。
どんな予言だい？
So Kroos and Collet take turns explaining the prophecy and information they compiled with the traveler.
なるほど。この二人を探していたのは存在しない花のためで、俺を探していたのは嘘をつかない人のためか。
One that would never
あ
lie.
あ、慌てて答えを出さなくてもいいよ。ただ、みんなにこのことを知らせに来ただけだから。
The Sucrose mailbox. What is that supposed to mean?
スクロースボックスまで手紙を書いてくれたら嬉しい。
スクロースボックス。
来る途中で考えたの。この問題たちって捉えどころがなさそうに思えるけど、研究しがいのあるいろんな細かなことと関わってる可能性が高い。だから合成台の隣にメールボックスを作って、
Ah, mailbox. Everyone can submit the written answers when they're ready.
スクロースボックスって呼ばなくてもいいんだ。スクロースとコレイのボックス、スクロースとコレイ並びに旅人とパイモンのボックス、そう呼んでもいいと思う。
I guess that's a point. But nah, it's your test, Sucrose. This is your story.
こんなところで歴
I love that Sucrose is actually getting a lot of story content because she actually hasn't really. She appears in other people's content, specifically Albedo's.
確かにいい方法だね。口頭で言うより
She never really got her own time to shine until now.
ああ。嘘をつくかつかないかなんて、そんなことは普段口にしないだろうしな。
わかった。なら僕たちも準備し終わったら、手紙を君たちのメールボックスに入れておくよ。
Thank you, Albedo.
お願いします。じゃあ、ここにいた人たちにはチェックを入れて、他の人を探しに行こう。
メモしたよ。
二人とも内気な性格なのに
Those two
こんなに仲良く
introverts.
付き合えるなんて
Ah.
コレイはモンドに戻ってきてから人にツッコミを入れることが多くなったと思わないか。
確かにちょっとね。
外へ出かけて昔の友人と会うことは、体にも心にもメリットのあることだよ。かつて歩んだ道で若い感覚を取り戻すというのも。
ああ。だが、俺が初めて
Oh my god, that's right. Poor Kale. I really
若さなんて
recommend
ことの意味すら知らな
if
か
you
ったんだ。
if you haven't already to read the Genshin Impact manga, webcomic, whatever it is. It came out around the time the game launched. And it provides a lot of good background on people like Diluc and Kale, for example. It's really, really good. And there's still stuff there that the game has yet to address.
でも今は違う。マリン病が完治したことは、コレイにとってとても重要なことだった。
コレイはとても敏感で内気な子だ。アルベドならわかるはずだと思う。僕があの子の面倒を見てる間に見てきた限りじゃ、あの子は本来活発な子なんだ。ただ、いろいろ経験してしまったからこそ、
モンドへ来て植物を探すのも画家を探すのも、こっちの2つの方が口実だったんだね。
そうとは言えない。コレイも七星召喚もどっちも重要だ。
Cyno got his priorities straight.
こういう時は素直にそうだって答えられないわけ？
ああ、お前の言う通りだよ。確かに 俺たちはコレイのことが心配だった。
Ah,
何回かモンドへ来ていたが、
I see. So somebody commented this on my previous video, so where I was like, "Is this Kalei's first time back in Mondstadt ever?" Because the Lisa event would make you think that this was Kalei's first time back in Mondstadt after a very long time, but no. She's been back to Mondstadt of her own accord several times already. I see. I'm glad that they made that clear.
もう少し彼女に時間をあげてもいいんじゃないかな。スクロースの助けでそのわだかまりが解けるかもしれないと。
それはスクロースの指導者としての自信？
But yeah, they didn't really make that clear in the Lisa event or even in day one, but I'm glad they made it clear now. Someone in the comment section of the first video actually did make that clear, and I appreciate that. But I'm glad that it was pretty much made clear now in game.
そうとも言える。そういえば、スメールの学者たちは学術の関係で特殊な社会関係を構築しているって話は本当かい？
You mean like Kabe and Alhaitham?
君たちから見ればそうかもね。スメールの状況は少し特殊だから。学術都市と呼ばれるのも、スメールのすべての資源が簡単に学術と結びつけられてしまうからだよ。スメールでは学術的資源は社会資源に等しい。
Knowledge is very much still powerful in
学問のため
Sumeru.
に家庭関係を築き上げるっていうのも珍しいケースじゃない。まあ僕たち3人はそういう学術をベースに築いた社会関係ってわけじゃないけど、まず一緒に論文を書いたりしないしね。
なるほど。論文というのが学術課程の核なんだね。
俺たちの関係はどちらかといえば兄弟みたいなものじゃないか。純粋で怪我されていない、何の学術の力も介入していない兄弟関係。
あんまり認めたくないけど、確かに間違ってはいないかな。
They're
理
nerdy.
解できるよ。僕にも妹がいる。
Yeah, Albedo's talking about Klee. The way I'm about to start crying.
僕の学者たちの都市に対する想像にかなっていた。家庭というのはもともと社会的な関係の交わる場所だ。同じ目的のために築いた家庭の方がもしかするとかえって堅固なのかもしれない。それはそうと、二人はどっちの方が年上なんだい？
その話題はやめておこう。
Let's not do that. Yeah.
年齢から見るともちろん俺の方が兄だ。ただこいつが認めたがらないだけで。
君の精神年齢の方が若いんだし、君が弟ってことでもいいと思うよ。それかコレイを一家の姉にしてもいい。
ダメだ。俺の方が遅れを取っていると認める瞬間は七星召喚で後手を引いた時だけだ。
After bidding farewell to Sucrose and Calais, goodbye.
あいつらに任せようぜ。全部が順調にいくといいな。オイラたちはまずどっちに行けばいいんだっけ？
I guess we gotta go talk to everybody.
一番のところに行ってみようぜ。昼間だったら近くには人が来るはずだし、もしかしたら探してるやつが見つ
Do you
かる
think
か
we'll
も
run
しれ
into
ないぞ。
everyone by the bulletin board? Okay. In case anybody wants to know, Tanati has no other appearance. Why am I doing that? But yeah, Tanati has no other appearance for the rest of Act 2. So if you want to switch your language back to English, now would be the time. Even the post-quest dialogue, which I actually will be covering in this video, there is no Tanati post-quest dialogue either. So, good. Bam.
Nice. Just as we
Nice.
There's a load of people
Oh, look at all these people. It's all Knights of Favonius. Hello, Lisa. Long time no see.
Hey there, Traveler and Paimon. It's been a while. How have you been?
We've been doing pretty well.
You look surprised, cuties.
Cuties. Hi, cuties. It's always because of you.
Not at the usual place.
Yeah, Lisa's right.
It's not as if I'm glued to my chair. I like to get out for a little fresh air every once in a while.
Yeah, she visited Sumadu for a little bit.
So I thought it'd be a good time to introduce him to Bennett and Razor.
Aww.
They're all out and about quite
Little
often, so it's helpful
children.
for them to get to know one another.
I don't know how old they all are, but they're all little babies to me. Oh, excuse me. Good to see you again. We've met you already.
Look forward to working with you.
Excuse me, my
No
nails
need
are
to
all
be so
clogged.
formal. We've known them for ages. They're cool.
Windblume. Fun?
Windblume is supposed to be fun, Razor.
We haven't gotten to the fun part yet. We've been busy investigating a prophecy.
We've been busy being big-brained.
Prophecy? What kind?
A good one or a bad one?
You explain the prophecy and tell everyone what you've learned so far.
Gosh, that all sounds quite fascinating.
I can't believe I made it onto your list of names. You really think I'll be able to help?
Believe in yourself. Right. Believe in yourself. You're a first-rate adventurer, Bennett.
Okay, then in that case,
Y'all might be encouraging him a little bit too hard.
except I forgot I'm not really good at organizing my thoughts.
Me neither, Bennett. It's that ADHD brain.
Tell us all of your thoughts right here and now. Sakura said she'll put a mailbox next to the crafting bench, so you can just write down your thoughts.
I should just shrink my webcam so that it doesn't clip into
A
the
meticulous
text.
and efficient plan. Yep.
Also, my hair
sounds
looks like such a mess.
secrets.
I'm so sorry.
I will think also. Give me some time.
It's my headphones. Give me
You still have
some
other
time.
people on your list that you need to go see, right? We
This
should
is
leave
not
you to
working
it.
anymore. It looks like a bird's
Don't worry
nest.
about us. We'll drop off our letters at the mailbox as soon as we're done.
Yes, all of you. And I still trying to think about who I think they should be.
Next, maybe we'll be able to find some people.
The guide, I think, should really be Amber, the person who tells the truth.
You can see really far from up at the
Ro-
top. Maybe
I
we
would
can
still
find
think
some
Barbara, but honestly, maybe
You're
Rosaria.
working so hard. Do be sure to get some rest when you can. If you get tired, you know you're always welcome to visit me for a
Miss
break and
Lisa. I would want to be Lisa's little helper. At the moment, Sucrose and Kalei arrived at Stormbearer Mountains. I need to shut up. What are these two? I hope these two don't get in trouble.
Where to next?
They can fight, but
Let me check my notes. Huh, this way.
this way.
Got it. Kale, please follow me.
Oh, we're playing as Sucrose.
Absorption test.
Let me see. They are level 80, and they both have Noblesse, don't they? Yep. Wait, what constellation does Sucrose have? She's C3, and so is Kalei. Find someone that matches the prophecy. Why would we be able to find them all the way up? Can I collect this? Can I collect stuff as them? Sorry, I really need these apples. Okay, what are we doing? Oh, is that Amber, Eula, Klee, and Noelle? Oh, hi.
Oh, it's our lucky day. There are several.
What are
people
they
over
all
there.
doing out here? Were they looking for Klee?
Amber? Wow.
Klee should not be out here.
Oh, it's Sucrose.
It's Sucrose. Oh, Klee's always so happy.
The girl with the long scarf. Kale, we were just talking
Y'all,
about you.
I want you to know I was so convinced that Klee was human for the longest time because they never talked about it. They never made it really clear in game that Klee. I always thought Klee's elf ears there. I thought they were part of her hair.
Nice to meet you,
I'm
Kale.
so
I
dumb.
missed you the last few times you were in Mondstadt, so I'm glad to finally meet you in person.
What the heck have you been doing, Noelle, when Kale's been here?
Nice to meet you too, Noelle. My name is Kale. But you already knew that.
Relax, you two. There's no need to be so courteous. We're not on some kind of diplomatic mission here.
Klee, what are you doing here? Are you planning to blast some fish?
Oh my gosh.
No, Klee's on patrol with the other knights.
If you ever did Razor's story quest, you would know that Klee actually set a mountain on fire that Razor was at. It's so terrifying.
Except for Kale and me.
I'd heard that there was a very young knight in the ranks, but it's still a surprise.
Yeah, it's
to see with my
Klee,
own
the Sparky Knight. Or I forgot what her name is. Her title is the Spark
I'm a
Knight.
trainee forest ranger in the Avidia Forest. Trainee? It means I'm not officially a fully qualified forest watcher yet. I'm still learning.
She's still learning.
You're just like me.
Well,
I'm
like
still working towards
Noelle.
becoming a
Yeah,
fully
actually,
qualified
yeah, yeah.
Technically, though the distinction is hardly relevant right now. This isn't a very formal patrol. We're
Then
just
what is
chatting.
Klee's patrolling too? Who would let her run outside the city?
Conversation. Don't panic.
Oh no, not the introverts again.
Just Amber and her friends. There's no need to
Oh,
be
she's going
nervous.
through it. Even her nose is going through it. Look at that. It's just switching back and forth.
Let me guess. Were you chatting about the new guests in town?
Yup. A few folks from Sumeru have come to visit, so we're brainstorming a few nice surprises for them.
Amber.
You're talking about Tanani, Colette, and Cyno.
Sorry.
Whoopsie.
At least I didn't say anything about what the surprises are.
Was it you who did this, Amber? Were you the one who left the letter?
Oh no. How am I supposed to join this conversation now?
Not the introvert thought speaking.
Speaking of nice surprises, we've actually had a fairly big one recently.
What kind of surprise? Tell me.
Tell me.
I'm saved. Secros is giving me a lead-in. Now, I just need to follow on from what she's already started talking about.
Does any introvert also think like this? I don't know. Maybe it's because I become such a loudmouth nowadays that I always just butt in conversations and talk and talk. Maybe I'm no longer becoming an introvert. The thing is, though, I burn out really, really quickly after talking. Sucrose and Galay tell everyone about the nice surprise they've been working on.
What an interesting prophecy. I have no idea what the answers could be, though. So essentially, you're gathering information to help you solve the riddles, correct? I'll do my best to help.
I'll do my best to help.
Anytime.
There's no need to answer right away. We'll put a mailbox next to the crafting bench for people to drop us a note once they've thought of something.
I'll drop something in there for sure.
Oh my gosh, Klee's writing
idea.
must
I
be
think they can
so
all commit to writing a
kid-like.
note. We'll see what we can
My
come up
writing
with.
as a kid was really, really bad.
Yup, don't worry. You can count on us. But we do have to finish our patrol first.
Why is Klee with y'all?
We started in the Stormbearer Mountains and will end at the city gates. You'd be very welcome to join us, but it sounds like you're pretty busy with all this.
Yeah. I forgot how different Amber's outfit is now.
There's always next time.
I know that since I'm a
We'll
North
turn up a little
American
after
player,
we're
I
done
can
working
actually
through this
switch
prophecy.
Amber and everyone's outfits back to the old versions, but
Yeah.
I never really have. We'll be on our way now.
See you later. Have a safe trip back.
Goodbye. Gosh, I miss Eula, actually. I unironically do. I remember actually liking her story quest a lot. Oh, the introvert to be talking again.
Was it that obvious?
Yes, it's very obvious.
No, not at all. It just looked like you had something on your mind.
So that means it was obvious.
Oh no.
Whatever.
If anyone's gonna...
You can talk to me about it if you want.
If anyone's gonna notice, it's gonna be Eula.
Well, the truth is, I don't really know how to act around Amber and the others.
Really? I thought you two were good friends.
We are. Amber's a really important friend to me. I don't know. I guess if I'm being completely honest, the problem's probably with me. The first time I came to Mondstadt, I was really immature. I didn't want to let people in, and I was generally pretty awful to everyone.
Yes, she was. I'm glad they're actually acknowledging
If
this.
it wasn't for her persistence, I wouldn't have found a friend at all.
I remember people actually saying that they were so disappointed in the Calais that we see now in game and how she's so much not like the Calais from the manga. And look at her now. She's admitting that she was awful. And I really hope the people who are like, I prefer the old Calais more and wish she was more like that nowadays. And it's like, no, she's trying to move on from that time and who she was. I'm going to make a YouTube short out of this because it's actually really worth talking about.
Without Amber, I might not even be here today. And because of that, I really look up to her. I think of her as my role model and hoped that maybe one day I could learn to be like her.
Aww.
But after trying and failing for several years, I think I finally realized I'm no Amber, and I never will be.
You don't have to be Calais. You can be your own person.
Looking back, it seems silly that I ever thought like that. We're nothing alike at all. My personality's so...
She does a bunch of things to try to imitate
so
Amber.
anxious and I overthink everything.
Aw, Kale, don't say that.
But it's okay. Nobody can be exactly the same as the other.
Sucrose? Would it be okay if I told you a bit about my past?
Are we gonna actually learn more about Calais in game? I mean, this is stuff that I should probably know already because I read the manga years ago, but the two girls stop at a place with some lovely scenery. As the breeze picks up, Calais tells her life story from her childhood to her recent recovery from Elazar. Oh, she's not even gonna make it clear about what happened. I know what happened. It's traumatic. Literally traumatic.
I already knew bits and pieces about her. But still, why did she have to go through all that?
They're not even making it very clear about what happened. She got absolutely messed up by Dottore.
I'm sorry. We've only just met and I'm already dumping all of this on you.
Look.
I get so frustrated at
Yeah,
myself.
I understand feeling bad about trauma dumping, but
I get into a spiral of self-doubt.
sometimes people just have to know,
Find somewhere to vent
especially
it all
when you
out.
have a certain level of trust with them.
No, it's fine. I'm really glad that you're willing to tell me all this.
Aw.
People don't open up about their deepest feelings unless they really trust the other person. Don't you think? At least, I think it's kind of an honor.
They're friends. Aw.
I mean, you've probably noticed by now, but I don't have the best social skills.
I actually
either.
relate a lot to Sucrose. It's kind of why I made the YouTube channel, is because I go on and on and on about the things I like.
But even so, you still listen to me when I talk my head off about alchemy. It's a relief to listen to you talking about yourself for once. If you hadn't told me all of those things, I never would have guessed that you struggle so much. Honestly, I feel like we're very similar people.
Aw.
Really?
Yeah.
Everyone has their own problems to deal with. I certainly do. All the feelings that you talked about just now, I totally get it. It takes so much more effort for us introverts to fit into a crowd.
The way I'm about to start sobbing.
When you were saying about how you try to think about what to say in advance, and you're constantly terrified of saying the wrong thing and making things awkward, I relate to that so much. Oh, and
I cannot believe this whole
studying
story is
Japanese.
just the Introverts Anonymous quest.
In fact, before meeting you, I'd never met anyone who seemed so similar to myself.
Oh.
I'm not very good at giving words of comfort or anything, and I'm not gonna tell you to just get over it or stop worrying about it. How about we just sit here for a little while? We don't have to force a conversation if we can't think of anything. We can just sit here together.
Yeah. Aw, Introverts.
Stop talking, but for some reason, this doesn't feel awkward at all.
Yeah.
Maybe she's right.
I totally
We're more
get this.
similar
Sometimes
than
you
I
just want to
realized.
sit in silence.
In Sumeru, I always like to find a quiet place to just sit and watch the
Mondstadt is so beautiful, really. I keep thinking about how beautiful it is. I know Subaru, like, every area in Genshin has its own beauty, but just, there's something about
Mondstadt's
Mondstadt.
breeze is so gentle and soft.
Hey, Kale. See that cloud over there? Doesn't it look like one of my test tubes?
I don't think so. Sorry.
Then maybe we're not quite on the same wavelength on everything. At least, not when it comes to looking at clouds in the sky.
Thank you, Sucrose. I feel much better after talking to you.
Yeah, it helps a lot, doesn't it? I also
This is
vent to
so
my thoughts
sweet.
sometimes. The next time we get the chance, I have to show you my Tetratanic Sweet Flower and my Tetratanic Windblume.
I wonder if this is what Sucrose was talking about in Act 1. The way to bring joy to Calais.
Your what?
Tetragrammaton.
2 of my favorite things I've made. They're really cool. I think you might like them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you'll definitely have to show them to me sometime.
I brought some crackers with me. You want one? There's cheese flavor or tomato flavor.
Sure. I'll try the cheese one.
Aw, look! They're enjoying this.
Aw, they found us again.
Shall we go play with them?
No, they're enjoying the silence.
No, it's fine. Let them sit for a while.
We're not what Kale needs right now. She needs a new friend. Someone different.
Oh.
Who's never met her before.
Amber understands what's going on.
I don't get it. Is there a difference?
Clee, you're a bit too explosive for Calais right now.
There is. You'll understand once you're a little older, Klee. People can draw different kinds of strength from different kinds of friends. And right now, Kale needs someone that's just not the same old me.
On the other side, the cold wind sings shrill off of Starsnatch Cliff. Oh, Bennett, we're playing as people. Wait, why am I playing as, Wait, why am I Bennett right now? What the heck is going on? I got myself confused for a second. Whoops! Are we in story mode right now? No, we're not. I honestly forgot. Are we Bennett? Which Bennett is this? Is this my Bennett? I think it is my Bennett. So are we the traveler right now with
Starsnatch Cliff! We made it! Paimon hopes we find someone we need.
How are we gonna find? How do we know to even find someone here? Uh-oh. It's Timaeus! And Rosaria?
Who's that yelling?
Oh my god, how did he end up over here?
Timaeus? And we also have Rosaria.
What is this mishmash ensemble?
What is this?
Gosh, I forgot how much Rosaria's outfit is different now. I remember her old outfit. We can still switch to it, but just...
Good question. What kind of a motley crew is this?
It's been a while, traveler.
It has been a while. And happy Windblume Festival.
You two are looking pretty good. I trust you've been well.
Yep, we're definitely
Yep.
faring a lot better than this poor guy on the ground.
Oh.
Hey, please don't rub salt in my wound. I really have been trying my best.
Oh, you're one to talk. If this sister hadn't
If
grabbed
this
you down,
sister.
you would've been seriously hurt, if not
I love that Mona's not phased by the way Rosaria's dressed at all. Or that she's just like, yep, that's a sister.
I know. I really am grateful, miss. I can't thank you enough.
Don't mention it. Just lending a hand.
Rosaria don't care.
Quite literally. And had she not lent him a hand and pulled him up, he would have gone tumbling down the cliffside.
Oh my god.
What happened? Did Timaeus almost fall off the cliff?
Well, so what actually happened was I came to Starsnatch Cliff today to pick some flowers and ran into Mona on the way. She took a look at her scry glass and advised me to turn back.
It would be dangerous. What happened to make you fall off, though?
But you still came up here anyway?
Yes, I did. Because there's something I just had to do.
Oh my god, it's about to rain in game. I'm so sorry.
I think giving flowers to your crush is worth throwing one's life away for.
Wait, how did you know that?
It's rare to run into someone
Oh.
with a death wish in this area.
I don't have a death wish. I just didn't think it would really come true. I mean, when
Mona
said
is the
it
type
would
of
be
person to tell the
dangerous,
truth.
I thought I'd be fine as long as I watched my step cautiously. I'm sorry, okay? I was wrong. I'm telling you, I'm just here chasing the love of my life. Love-struck Mondstadters is what the Windblume Festival's all about.
Okay, that explains you. But why is Rosaria here?
She was probably here on patrol.
I was looking for a quiet place to escape the crowds. I wasn't planning on having to save a life along the way.
Wait, what was Mona doing here then?
So that's why the scryglass just showed danger instead of fatal danger.
Oh, it's the scryglass is very specific. Fatal danger versus danger. That's terrifying. Imagine having to be that specific. You have to take stuff literally.
Anyway, Traveler and Paimon, what brings the two of you to Star Snatch Cliff?
Just trying our luck. We've got a lot of people we need to see today, so we've been all over the place. Actually, you're
Oh my god, y'all. I was expecting Act 2 to be shorter than Act 1. This is already so much longer. You tell them about the prophecy, the information gathered so far in the mailbox.
I see. So all we'll need to do is find some clues, make a note, and drop it off at the mailbox?
Yeah.
I can't believe there's a prophecy like this, let alone that I have a part to play.
Well, we don't, I mean, no, based off the path chart, it actually, I was going to say, Timaeus, you don't know, but never mind. The path chart makes us know that we know that he should, you know what I mean.
This means everyone will find out about my crush now.
No.
I came here because I wanted to give some Cecilias to the girl I love. They'll really suit her. She's...
Ginger?
No one asked.
Oh.
Don't subject us to your gushing.
Wow, Mona is cringing.
You saw right
Wow,
through
Ether
me.
and Paimon are so disappointed.
You said you need clues, right? Well, in that case, Mona Magistus the astrologist will provide you with a personally handwritten letter. Just wait for it to show up in your mailbox.
Mona, the astrologist who acts like a poor person but actually isn't poor.
You can be on your way now. We won't keep you any longer.
Alright, then let's head back for now and meet up with everyone else.
Bye now, everyone. Timaeus, please try to stay safe.
This is all so embarrassing. Thank you both.
Go to the alchemy crafting bench. There is a random NPC here who I'm not even going to bother talking to. Alright, so the last person we need to talk to is, I think... Actually, who do we need to talk to now? Oh, we just need to meet up back with these two. Hi.
We're back! Oh, but it looks like you two beat us.
Yeah.
Welcome back. Did everything go well? Yep, we managed to find and talk to everybody.
We got back a little early, so we took some time just now to put the mailbox together.
Okay.
We got really lucky today. The vendors were feeling super generous, so we didn't even need to pay for the materials. It's just a shame.
Colette got a splinter. Aw.
Don't worry about me. I'm used to working in the rainforest. I get splinters all the time.
Sorry, y'all. I just realized when my mic is really, really close.
We wrapped up everything on our to-do
I'm
list
so
for
sorry
today.
about that.
So all we need to do now is wait for everyone's letters to arrive. Traveler, Paimon.
Also, I
why
need to
don't you
sit
get some
up.
rest while I keep an eye on the
I'm
mailbox.
degenerating.
You're definitely your master.
Oh, wait. Are we done with Act 2 then?
As long as you or Albedo are around, Paimon can relax and know that everything's taken care of.
Stop.
You're embarrassing me.
Wait. Actually,
Aw.
there's one thing that still needs taking care of. Paimon's starving. Hey, Traveler, you want to get dinner? Your treat.
Fine, fine, fine. My Mora.
I'll go with Sucrose to return the leftover materials to the vendors. You two, go get a proper meal. We can't have anyone going hungry.
Yeah, now would be a good time for a break. Once everything is ready, let's meet up here again and collate all the
Someone's
information we've gathered.
listening in. I see this person. They look like their dress made them look like they were from Sneznaya. Someone was listening in on us. Sussy. I cannot interact with the mailbox. Now, who is that mystery person? Much to think about. Seriously, who could that person be?
Mom will have this one, and this one, ooh, and this one.
Hear that? It's the sound of Mora pouring out of my pocket. Look how silly Ether looks.
Hey, Paimon's really hungry. And don't forget, Paimon's also ordering for you, too. It's not like Paimon's gonna eat everything by herself.
Now that Paimon mentioned it, you realize that you two are ravenous. The two of you stuff your faces.
Ooh, Paimon is super full.
It feels pretty good to just relax and take in the scenery after all that
Is
great
everything
food.
packed up and ready? What do you think about meeting up at 5 to go to my house?
Oh, they're
Yes,
flirting.
Everything's ready. I've packed some great wine and smoked ham. Oh, your parents will love it.
Ham? Look, we've known each other for quite some time now.
I'm the same type of person. I don't like ham. I prefer bacon.
I must remember to get some milk today on my way home. Please, feel free to pay a visit to Cat's Tail anytime.
Yes, and play some TCG.
Enjoying the scenery?
Hello, Spoony Bard.
Oh, Tone Deaf Bard! Are you here for some food as well?
Should we order something for you?
Oh, I can put something
Oh
on your
my
tab.
god, my Mora.
Pity. I already had a few drinks before
Oh,
coming
are you
here.
drunk?
I shall take you up on your kind offer.
They're both
another day.
disappointed
There should
again.
be no shortage of
I
opportunities
love that
in the
expression they do.
Anywho, you should be getting ready to thank me. I come bearing good news.
Do you know a little bit about this mystery?
What kind of good news?
Behold!
It looks like... Huh? A paper with a simple map and something like an incantation on it. What?
What is it?
What is that?
It's what you need the most right now. The answer to the prophetic puzzle.
Huh?
Simply head to the location marked on the map.
So it
and you'll
wasn't
find
you
the
who
answer
planned
you've been
all
looking
this?
for.
It was you.
However,
I knew it was him. It had to
if
have
I
been
were
him.
you, I wouldn't just go and reveal the secret right away. As you've seen, a lot of people have been laboring hard to uncover the answer.
We'll do it tomorrow
The
then.
secret is like a well-aged brew. The aroma from the bottle is sweetest when revealed in the company of friends.
I understand.
Then it's settled. I'll leave you to your business for now. Feel free to find me for a chat again once you're done working through the prophecy.
Yeah.
Also, if you have some time, we could organize another fast-track love poem class.
Oh, you're starting that up again?
He is.
Sure am. Nobody else has signed up this year, though, so the duty to learn falls on
I
you.
don't know if I want to learn.
Anyway, see you later.
See you later, Spoony Bard.
Benti always looks so relaxed whenever we run into him.
Yeah, because he, of all people, has nothing to worry about nowadays.
Excuse me,
if you don't mind.
It's the girl from earlier.
chat
She
with
was
you for a
listening in on us. Who is this girl?
You may call me Scarlet.
Yeah, she's from Snezhnaya.
Just like you,
Look
I'm
at the
a
way
traveler
she's
visiting
dressed.
Mondstadt from another land. Mind if I buy you a drink?
I'm not drinking today, but thank you for the offering.
Leaving the door open for another time, I see. I can tell that you've dealt with a lot of people during your travels.
So who are you, Scarlet?
You can tell? Well, we are very experienced adventurers after.
I can. That's why I tried to strike up a conversation with you in the first place.
You were eavesdropping on us by our mailbox.
I was on my way to go shopping earlier when I overheard your conversation next to the crafting bench. From what I could gather, you are trying to investigate a bizarre prophecy?
Huh?
Yep, bizarre is definitely the word.
Very bizarre.
Don't you think it sounds just like the kind of story that would happen in Mondstadt? Anyway, that's why I wanted to ask you a favor.
You're
If and
interested
when
in
you
it
manage
too?
to unravel the answer to the prophecy, could you let me know what it is?
Are you interested in it too?
Not so much the prophecy itself, but Mondstadt as a nation. That's what I'm interested in. I was born in a distant land, but I have family and friends who once lived in Mondstadt for a long time. They said that it's a great place full of fairy tales and romance and recommended that I come for a visit. As it happens, someone I know has an anniversary coming up soon. So I figured this would be a good time to come here and see all the sights that she once saw.
What do you think about Mondstadt so far?
It certainly lives up to its name as the city of romance and freedom.
We think so too.
So, about the prophecy.
I'll let you know if we find an answer. We
Thank
we
you.
ain't gonna speak
You're
jack to
very
this
friendly.
girl.
It's been a real pleasure to meet you.
I don't know. Should we really trust her?
Hope you continue to enjoy the city and have a wonderful day.
I don't know. I feel like I cannot trust her. There's just something about her. I didn't like that she was listening in on us.
Local, huh? Where do you think her hometown could be?
Snezhnaya. She has to be from Snezhnaya. I refuse to accept any other
That is
country.
not of this world, and a guide who will never get lost. Find me one who would never lie, as well as a legend that never ends.
I guess those could all be considered people. Huh? Rosaria's listening in on her.
I never thought I'd have someone secretly following me, even in a free city like Mondstadt.
Well, you're from Snezhnaya, lady, where Snezhnaya's been kind of sussy for the past few years now. So of course Rosaria's gonna keep an eye on you.
Good day to you, miss.
She's so creepy. No wonder Rosaria's not trusting her. I don't trust her one bit either. And that is the end of part 2 of Riddle Amidst the Crowds. It's very, very sussy to me. Let me open up Venti's note. It's probably under quest items. Venti's note. A paper with a simple map and something like an incantation on it. According to Venti, it contains the secrets to revealing the prophecy. Do you have anything to say, Timaeus? Goodbye. I was hoping that he would talk about the event. Okay, before we end the video though, there's one more thing I want to show off. So if you go over to the library again, there is actually post-quest dialogue, and this one I am aware of. That was a very good story. I think my favorite moment of that quest was Colette and Sucrose just talking together. That was the best part, because especially if you know Colette's story, it just hits so well, and it addresses so many things. For example, just Colette being such a different person nowadays, and how that's for the better that she's a different person nowadays. It is good. It's showing that she's moving on. Anyway, if you finish Act 2 of the event, you can find Cyno and Lisa, who I just glided past over there. They show up here after finishing Act 2. Let's talk to them.
Why, if it isn't my underclassman, Cyno. What a pleasant surprise it is to see you in Mondstadt during the Windblume Festival.
Yeah,
Greetings, Lisa.
hi.
Though I'm sure you've been aware of my presence in Mondstadt for some time already.
Of course she has been.
Oh dear, looks like you've seen right through me.
Oh
But I
dear.
was in no hurry.
The two
I
geniuses
knew
talking
we'd
to
see
each other.
sooner or later.
Yes. It's just as Professor Cyrus said. Shared aspirations always have a way of bringing people into each other's orbit.
He always has such a poetic way of wording things. I suppose that's the one respect in which I've taken after him. While in your case...
You got the
It's
jokes.
his wit and eccentricities that have left their mark on you.
Ah.
I'm not sure that describes me very aptly these days, given that I'm now the General Mahamatra. Still, if we're going to talk about ways with words, I think my deadpan humor is far superior than our professor's.
Sure it is.
Is that so? Strange. I heard that you're just Cyno the Adventurer when you're in Mondstadt.
You make a good point.
What do you think of Mondstadt during this time of year? It's quite nice, isn't it?
Yes, it's very nice. I think I'm starting to understand your reasons for leaving the academia.
Good.
I've always prided myself on making wise decisions, and that was certainly one of them.
Yeah, it
If
was a
our
very wise
professor had been
decision.
as sensible as you, he would have had a much easier time in his working life. Being stubborn doesn't help anybody.
Well, if even you feel comfortable criticizing him now that he's retired, it really goes to show how much he's changed. Stubbornness is an all too common vice among scholars. I hope that never rubs off on you. I'm always happy to see you visit Mondstadt and experience the feeling of freedom for yourself. I heard the latest news about Kale too. No doubt the traumas of her childhood will persist for a while to come. But I have to say, she appears to be doing quite better this time than on previous visits.
Yeah,
I
she's
suppose
happy to
you're
see
something of a
everyone.
mentor to her, aren't you? Now that I think about it, the two of you aren't so dissimilar. The power of Hermanubis once brought you great suffering.
Oh, I think that's talking about the manga again with Cyno. It's been so long since I've read
That's
it.
all in the past now. Besides, Professor thankfully didn't treat me like a test subject for the priest's power like the higher-ups had hoped, even though I was a desert dweller. Instead, he gave me the tools I needed to lead the life I have today. He adopted me, educated me, taught me how to fit into society. I am very grateful to him.
You are very gifted, and sometimes that can become its own curse. But he has reason to be grateful to you too. Without you as his son/student, he may have never changed his stubborn ways. As a fellow student of his, I couldn't be happier for the two of you. Well, look at how quickly
This was
you've
a
developed
very
from small
long,
talk to
deep
a and serious
conversation.
conversation. That's one thing I do miss about my academia days.
Yes.
By virtue of being
Oh my
another
gosh,
of his
this is such a
students,
beefy
you are as
conversation.
much a part of Professor's family as I. It's perfectly natural for a daughter to inherit her father's conversation style.
If you say so. I suppose that
They're
means I get to call you
siblings?
baby brother from now on.
I'd rather you
rather
didn't.
Yes, there's the baby brother I
Oh my
remember.
gosh. Lisa, so flirtatious. I wonder, do they have anything to say? Well, I don't know. Like, I don't think Lisa was actually trying to be flirty, but it's just the way her line deliveries are. It just always sounds so flirty. Anyway, yes, you can find them here in the library. This was a very good post-quest dialogue. Let me know what y'all thought of the story in the comment section below. I need to get to editing this, and I'm probably not going to make a YouTube short of this. We'll see. I probably will make one of Calais, though, later today. But alright, this has gone long enough. Thanks so much for listening in, and let me know where you think the story's going. North America should have their final day on Tuesday? Yes, our final day will be on Tuesday, so expect the video then, probably in the evening. Alright, bye friends.